Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in again for episode number 2. I'm glad everybody on YouTube subscribed and liked. Even though it was my first time learning how to do all this stuff, this is going to be my second one. And I have a special guest today where he's pretty much been self-taught everything from tattooing to into hip-hop, everything, pretty much anything he puts his mind to, he's actually rocking with it. Artwork, you know, so let's rock and roll with that, and I'll start to introduce my good friend Ruben here. So, Ruben here, how about you introduce yourself to our new guest out here on YouTube, the YouTube world, Instagram world?
Peeps, how's it going, man? Ruben Esparza, tattoo artist, yeah.
So, where are you from, Ruben? Are you from here locally, or where you at?
So I'm from Ventura, but I'm a bounce around child, you know what I mean? Lived in Belton, Lompoc. Family's mainly from Santa Barbara, but I grew up in Ventura, California, right off the avenue,
All right, I know exactly where that's at. So being a bounce around kid, what do you mean by being a bounce around kid?
Well, bounce around kid, I lived in many different, Belton. My dad moved to Lompoc, lived there for a couple years. Dad went through some stuff, went to jail, and then ended up freaking pushing me towards Ventura, man. I landed on Ventura, 9 years old, and shoot, bro, just fell in love with it, man. I just called it home. I was just made me feel exactly where I was supposed to be.
Right on. So you've been saying that you're a tattoo artist, right?
Yes,
How long have you been tattooing for?
So I've been tattooing legit for about 5 years now.
Are you working out at a shop? You just working at home?
So I got my personal studio. I worked in 2 tattoo shops, famous tattoo shop in Ventura, and they taught me how to tattoo.
Oh, okay. So you're at Famous. Did you know who worked at Famous Tattoos? I had a friend, J-Bad.
Yeah, I know J-Bad. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, that's my bro right there, dude.
Good people, man. Very good people.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It's funny. He's actually supposed to come on sometime soon.
Oh, nice.
So maybe we can all just get around and fuck around on here and shit. So earlier you were when we were just bullshitting out here in the cut and stuff, you were expressing that you've been through a lot of trials and turmoils and everything. So. Yeah. Coming up from where you're at in the avenue, you want to share some of those with the people?
Yeah, sure, man. Living on the avenue was kind of crazy, it was just a different type of vibe. You had the skater kids, but you mainly had the gang members, you know what I mean? And where I lived right in a place where, on the right side of me, it was everyone got shot at. And we always said the person on the other side of the street of me, everyone got stabbed at. And on my street was the drug street, that's just how it was, bro. It was crazy.
Right. I'm real familiar with the avenue. I mean, when I was younger, I would run amok over there too and everything. I mean, not saying that was my neighborhood. It's just when you're getting into trouble and stuff you end up just going where troubled neighborhoods are. So
yeah, I'm
familiar with the avenue. So did you ever end up getting in trouble or anything out there?
Yeah, I was a troubled kid. You could say I ran with a little tagging crew at one time, but nothing serious like that, but it got me in enough trouble that I needed to get into, you know what I mean? Had problems with certain people and stuff, been jumped freaking couple times, you know what I mean? And also, I've lost my brother during the situations and stuff like that.
So you were belonging to a tag. How long were you a graffiti artist for? Because I love graffiti, man. I was a writer too, my damn self. So yeah, man. I know all about graffiti, dude.
So basically in high school, man. As soon as I hit high school, I see my very first tag, and that was legit from one of my own homies. His name was Anthony Ochoa. He taught me how to actually draw, and he did sick bombing. And I was just bro, this kid's been doing this shit for a while. You could tell. Right. So he ended up just putting me on game, man. He freaking gave me a marker and just showed me how to bang up real quick. And I was all right. So I actually sucked. I was terrible. I was fucking terrible.
You were a toy out there?
Yeah. I was toy in the very beginning, and the next thing you know, man, I just stayed on it, stayed doing it every day. And next thing you know, boom, people started asking me to do, drawings for them. High school moved to a different school, and boom, man, drawings for everybody.
Yeah, well, it's cool. I'm actually going to probably end up getting a big old canvas right there, so eventually people can just throw some hit-ups on there and stuff, because I like graffiti, man. I've been into graffiti since I was probably
street art, man. Straight street art.
Yeah, for sure. I was super young, dude. I even see my kids trying to doodle and stuff. I don't want them to walk down the same footsteps as me, though, of course, because graffiti got actually ended up becoming more than just that at later on in age and stuff. And it's funny because a lot of it just started as being a skateboarder and stuff, and then you became a tagger, and then you became a homie, and then you just out of jail and fuck, man.
Well, I fucked around with most of the skateboarders, man. The skaters like the crazy kids, you know what I mean? Like they just didn't care, man. Skater kids are my type of people, so I always round skater kids at West Park and shit, like, you know. And there was always that line where you're like, that kid's going to either be a gang member or he's going to be a skater. You can always tell because they always just G'd up to the max going skating. You're like, man, they're on the borderline right now. They don't know which side they're going to fall on, you know?
I know exactly what you mean. And it's funny because a lot of two people from the Avenue, you don't even know what they are. They're like white homies. So
yeah,
it's kind of, I get you, man. Yeah. I get you. So, being on the Avenue and everything, you end up in jail or anything like that? Yeah,
man, I ended up in jail when I turned 18. You know, I was running amok, you know what I mean? I lost my job, just going out there and just doing the do, man. Just out there doing drugs. I was doing drugs. I was on meth for a little while, for about 2 years and stuff. Robbed a pad, man. Not too happy about that at all, you know what I mean? And did a GTA, took a truck, went for a long drive, and got locked up on that shit. And I was locked up at times before that, but I think that was like my main thing that was like, damn, that actually put me in there for like a couple months and stuff. Put a strike on my head, and I was like, I think I'm cool, dog. I think I had my little... I got off the roller coaster, you could say. You
had your little adventure.
Yeah, I had my adventure, man. I seen the county walls, went to freaking Todd Road and stuff, and then just when I got out, man, just everything took off for me. I felt like I was on the right place at the right time, you know?
So when you're busted and stuff, like, you had a lot of time to reflect and everything and, like, kind of contemplate on what you're going to do with your life in the... going forward. Honestly,
man, I didn't know which direction I was going to even go. All I knew was that, like everybody else, I was just trying to get out. But I was always writing. So I always did writings, like almost every single day I was in there. I did drawings every single day. That's one thing anybody could say about me is that, like, I'm a hustler. Like, even in there, I was slanging freaking drawings left and right, man. So there's probably people out there, like family members, that have drawings from me personally that I don't even know.
Right. I get it. Everybody has prison drawings and shit, dude. Drawings, you know what I mean? Everybody. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. So you've been a tattoo artist. You were from your graffiti artist. What clique were you writing with out there in Ventura?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, it's good shit right there. You probably end up getting in trouble with shit. Who knows who's listening, right?
Yeah, I'd rather just not, you know.
Right. So, you get out, was that before, I remember you were telling me that you were kind of like living on the streets for a little bit and everything. Yeah. So, was that before or after you got out of jail?
That was before. You know, I like to say you got to move away from your own city to actually find yourself. Well, I kept coming back to the city. I just kept coming back, kicking with the homies and freaking falling back in love with Ventura. And why I liked it so much because kids just didn't give a fuck. Right. So next, I just kept going back and forth, and I ended up just losing my job, man. I lost my job, lost everything, and then it put me in a place of what the fuck am I going to do? So instead of being a responsible young man, I went out and decided to go start robbing places, honestly, dog. And I mean, it got me at some places where I didn't want to go. So, you know what I mean? I mean, shit just happens that way. It's kind of crazy.
How long were you on the street for?
So I was off and on for about 2 years.
Okay. How did that, like, so living that way, because I'm very familiar with being homeless, being all that stuff. I can totally relate to you.
Yeah.
How were you thinking about your life during that time? Or were you just fucking gung-ho, I'm going to just keep going to the max?
Honestly, it was just fuck it at that time. I think at the time it was just like, fuck it. Like, when you start realizing that you pretty much burned all your fucking bridges, you know what I mean? Or pretty close to all your bridges.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're crispy, huh?
Yeah, like, fuck, it is okay. So when you ended up in the cell the first time, it was like, okay, well, I don't have a lady. So this is kind of kick. It's like a fucking boys camp. But then once I had the lady, had the kids, had everything, then it was just like, when I went back in, I saw my daughter on the other side of the glass of the wall. You know what I mean? And that fucked me up. I think that put me more in my place than anything, you know.
How many kids you got?
I have 2 kids, actually.
Boys, girls.
I have one boy, one girl.
Dang, lucky. I ordered boys, but God gave me girls.
I got a girl first too, though. I got a girl first, so try a second time.
Nah, dude, I don't even want no more kids, man. I'm like an advocate to anti-kids. I mean, I like kids and I work with kids, but I'm not gonna ever have any more kids, man. That's too much work, dude. I like the same shit. I like my sleep. I like to. Like, my kids are going to be older very soon, so I don't gotta, I don't want to have to start over. You know what I mean?
Man. I hear you.
So you're also into rapping, you were saying, right?
Yes, sir.
So how long you been doing that for?
Honestly, I've been writing poetry my whole entire life, literally. So I feel like 9 years old, I started doing poetry. I started rapping things and lying about it, like saying that someone else wrote them. So I'll just be like, say a quick verse, and then be like, oh, yeah, that was someone that I heard on the radio. And people would be like, oh, that shit sounded dope. Who was it? And, I don't know. Like, so I've just always been into writing. And then once I started getting locked up, it just was that much easier. Just more time. And so I was juggling drawing and I was juggling my rap career at the same time. I dropped a freaking rap song when I was probably 16 years old. Didn't go nowhere, obviously. It was off my phone. But it was like, I think everyone knew that I was going to be a rapper pretty much, sooner or later.
So who are you working with right now? So are you working with local artists around here, or are you going?
Right now I'm just going on my solo mission because I just started. So I want to make sure that I at least make a little name for myself first before I start grabbing hold of other artists. So yes, I do know a bunch of artists around here. Carlos Ramirez, they call him the Trouble Kid, Leo the Full. You got freaking people that I kind of, like, they're somebody's, man, to Oxnard, you know what I mean? They're putting their name on the map. So I think that once I get my opportunity to do that, then I'll go ahead and go start looking for artists to jump on with. You know what I mean?
Right. So do you, since we're all on this quarantine and this lockdown and everything, do you think maneuvering and trying to work with other people's kind of a little slow, or is it not bothering you?
Honestly, for me, it's not really bothering me. People want to get fucking tatted, dude. People want to get fucking tatted. They don't care. They do. Hey,
it's almost care. That time, huh? Income taxes coming in.
Man, everything, man. Stimulus checks, man. Honestly, people were literally blowing their whole stimulus check to get tatted.
That's crazy,
Well,
man.
my thing was this, though. It was, if you stop right now, you don't know how long this pandemic's going to last, bro. You don't know. So you have tattoo artists out there that stopped what they were doing for months, 5-6 months. They stopped doing what they were doing. And now they're struggling. They're losing their shops. They're losing everything. And even to this day, they're barely getting a couple of clients in. They're losing their shops, bro. That's sad to me. That hurts my feelings because you got hardworking people out here that were going to do tattoos. We have malls open, shopping places open. The tattoo artist is trying to make a freaking living. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I just went by the mall. Was it yesterday? And because now that they're opened, nobody's even there, dude. I think shopping malls are just probably something that's going to be an extinct thing now, and people they don't really care about that. Everyone's doing online shopping anyways. Yep. Everyone's getting self-taught everything too.
Think about it too. Most of these shops are freaking appointments only, so you're probably only bringing one person. Hey, are you sick? No. Are you sure? No. Okay, you good? Yeah. Okay, then come over and get fucking tatted.
Are you sick? No, I don't know.
You know what I mean? No.
Yeah,
good. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're dealing with 20 people at a time. I'm going to tattoo 100 people in a day. No, you probably get 2 clients a day if you're a decent artist, no? And if you're doing 9 a day, hey, man, more power to you. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, I can see why a lot of people like that end up working out of their
own personal
garage. Yeah, dude. I mean, shit, dude, I have this setup's right here in my little garage, dude, and that's just what I'm. Yeah, just whatever I'm rocking with.
Especially just for now, man. You know what I mean? I'm on the works to open up my own tattoo shop. I want to get my tattoo. That's the main goal. I want my tattoo shop. I want it ASAP. I want my house. I want everything. I want everything right now, pretty much. But so I'm working like it.
Yeah, all right. Well, hey, man, you open up your shop, I'll be your first customer, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Come on through. For sure.
So. What else have you been doing? Okay, so you've been out for a while now, right? So life's straight, everything's looking good, everything's running the way you wanting, you know. Yeah. Obviously you ain't regressing or anything or going back to your old ways or nothing.
Not at all. I think that I found something I was actually passionate about, and that I actually cared about, and I actually just want to strive for more. So like they always say, like, when you get the first trophy, you want the second one. So like once I got the car, then it was like, okay, well, I need the apartment now. So then I got the apartment, then I'm like, oh shit, what else can I get? So let's start seeing what else I can get out there. So then you get the Harley, and then you're like, shit, I got the truck, the Harley, the freaking apartment. What do I do now? So it's like, now I'm like, okay, let's crack off this rap career. Now, once I put it on the map that I was going to do that, like I put it on my Instagram, put it on my Facebook, I put it like, I'm going to be a rapper. People just start laughing and stuff, and you're like, wait a minute, bro.
Yeah, you get that, man.
And it's totally fine. I was like, everyone told me that I couldn't draw. I kept drawing. I'm a drawer now. Everyone told me I couldn't tattoo. I tattoo now. So now I'm like, hey, bro, everyone said I couldn't be a cook. I went to culinary arts school, freaking trying to learn that in Job Corps in San Bernardino. And then next thing you know, I cook at my house. Now, I didn't go very far, obviously, because I probably would have been a chef or something like that, you know what I mean? But I picked up enough just so I could learn some stuff. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I
100% relate to everything you're saying, dude. I've been told no pretty much my whole damn life, and every time they say it, I like being told no, because you know what, that's kind of like
motivation.
It's really, it is motivation,
especially when you've already been at the bottom. I already been at the bottom, bro. So you already talk shit on me when I'm at my low. So now I'm at my middle or high, and you're still talking shit. It's like, bro, I'm gonna make it regardless, dog. Like, keep going, keep pushing, keep talking. Bless your soul. I hope you make it wherever you're gonna do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we can all just go our own paths. You know, straight up.
I know 100% what you're talking about, man. I think that's a big reason why I wanted to bring you on today, because there's a lot of people don't know how, when people struggle, dude, where they've been and how long it took them to get to where they're at, and then just my similar background is a lot like yours, and so that's what I like. I like the struggle stories, dude. Those are my favorite ones, dude. Man. Like I like people making something out of nothing, dude. And that's been my thing for a long time. Something out of nothing, dude.
Yeah, man. So I quit drinking. I quit drugs pretty much. I smoke my bud. Sorry, I'm a cannabis smoker, but that's just what I do in my own time. Right. But for the most part, man, I go to therapy. And stuff. So I listen to motivational speakers every morning. I wake up every morning about 7:30, do my workouts. Like I draw for about an hour. I freaking try to spit flows for at least a couple of quick flows real quick. Then I start tattooing. And then if I tattoo all day, right after tattooing, I try to get in the studio. What's up? Let's go get in the studio. So right after this, I'm going to go hit the studio. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
That's dope, man. Maybe I'll go trip out on you, dude.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately, I didn't stop drinking. I still drink, as you guys can.
Hey, that's totally fine, man. Hey, whatever. Hey, if you can do it and still strive, hey, why not, man?
I don't know. I like my scotch, man. So it's something I'm not gonna give. But I haven't smoked weed in I think going on 2-3 years, man. Like weed's I guess cool, but it doesn't work for me, man. It makes me fat too, by the way. I don't like to be fat. Yeah, dude,
I get you. It's all right.
It's not my thing, dude. But
it's all right though, man. Like I said, if it works for you, it works for you, man. Like me, I'm ADHD the hell out, man. So I'm not a pill popper. I don't like pills, never have. My dad's hated pills. Like, if you had pains, man, you better tough that out, drink some water. You know what I mean?
I'm the same thing, dude. I don't like pills either. And sometimes, the most I really take would be like maybe an Advil or something, but that's like only if I have like a severe headache and stuff. But I'm not really into the whole pill thing either. No, and plus they make you feel like shit, man. I don't understand why people like to poison their body so much where they want to feel like shit.
Well, it's just the biggest sales in the industry. But you can go on and on all day about that, though, you know?
Right. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm just not into poisoning my body like that. No. And I rather work on it anyways, because, like, shit. I mean, I wake up at 5 a.m. I do my push-ups. I'll get my burpees in. I'll do my sit-ups. And, you know, then I get ready for my day, actually, and then I go to work, man. But then that's like, I'm like, I guess you can say my coffee's like my drug, dude, because I make this coffee, dude.
I don't drink coffee. That's
dude. This shit is so dark, man. You can't even see through it, dude. It's fucking dark. No. And so by the time I get down to like the last, because I used to drink 2 crafts of coffee a day, dude. So that's 2 pots of coffee, and that's a lot, dude. Like my caffeine intake was like ridiculous. And so I cut it down to 1 craft, and I started getting headaches because I wasn't getting the caffeine that I was. And so then I just started drinking super dark espresso, and it seemed like it cured the thing, man.
Yeah.
But
no, man. See, So I quit smoking cigarettes about a couple years back. Had a bad incident, picked up a can, drank it, had cigarette butts in it.
Ew.
So everyone, if you ever had that experience, then you understand.
Dude, I've had that fucking nasty experience. That's why I'm laughing, because this shit's gross, dude.
So the next day I thought it would be a great idea to get my coffee, go outside and smoke a cigarette. Well, I went in the backyard, took the very first drag. It made me puke instantly. So then I quit smoking cigarettes, and at the same time, I quit drinking coffee, man. So I haven't drank coffee in like a couple of years now, man. It's crazy.
Man, dude, I need my coffee, dude. I used to be, and I used to not drink coffee, dude. I used to just drink like mad energy drinks and stuff. But
oh yeah, I was a Monster fan.
Yeah, like I liked Red Bulls, dude. Red Bulls are the shit, dude. Sure. And they just started like fucking me up, dude, like a lot, man. I was like, maybe I'm gonna chill out on this, and then I started drinking coffee, and now I'm fucked up on coffee.
It happens.
So what are your future goals now? So you're getting your rap career's going to try to start launching off right now. You're doing tattoos, so that's fucking cool.
Yes, sir.
So you're a rapping tattoo man, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know it's crazy that I told my lady this morning. I was like, I'm a rapper tattoo artist, and I watch Action Bronson.
I'm gonna tattoo myself.
Well, I watch Action Bronson. You ever see? Well, actually, I have before. So I watched Action Bronson. He's a chef and shit, right? He's a rapper. He's a chef. He has his own show and stuff. And I thought about that. I started laughing. I go, that's funny. I like to cook. I tattoo and I rap. Like, bro, like similar things. And I started looking at the rappers. I'm like, oh shit, a lot of fucking rappers have a similar freaking type of things, man.
Well, you know, the thing is that a lot of people want to just use their creativity, man. And like, so to me, I think America, or just the working, like, if you don't express your creativity, like, and go out of your way to really try to make it happen, you're never going to do it, and you're never going to make stuff happen. Like, to me, so you saw my first YouTube video, right?
Yeah,
like, I had this crazy vision. It didn't come out exactly how I want it, but it came out pretty close.
Honestly, I seen it, and I just was looking at it like, honestly, this guy is taking the time to do all of that editing. It's an artwork, bro.
It is.
It's really hard to do all that type of stuff. People think it's really easy. Like, oh man, this guy's just taking a video of himself. It's like, bro, go ahead and try to do that yourself.
Try to fucking do that. That shit was not fucking.
It's fucking hard.
I spent like 3 days nonstop trying to edit this, and you remember I was telling you, dude, like, I've learned all this stuff in like 45 days, man. So you know what I mean.
But everyone has a starting point. That's all. Like, people gotta understand that. People want you to be like great in the very first time.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you can't be great the very first time. Like, there's doers and dreamers.
Yeah.
There's doers, there's dreamers. I mean, like, there's the people that are going to do the damn do, or there's people just going to sit and just doodle it and go to regular job and just do it.
Yeah. It's like, you remember in Hustle and Flow, there's the dudes that are walk the walk and the ones that talk the talk, but the ones that are talking the talk are too busy not walking the walk.
It's like, man, so there's one thing I seen one time. I think it was Les Brown that said it. He said, go to your drawer, open it up, grab your pay stub that your job gives you, and see how much you sold your soul for a week.
Right.
And then come back home and tell your kids that makes you happy. Like, that's what makes you happy. That's how much you sold your soul for a week, bro. Like, you go to work every single week for $400, $500. Like, you can make a lot more than that if you go out and go hustle and go cash your dream. Go cash your dream. Work. It takes 3 years to get your business started. I always tell people, the first year is learning the business. Second year is getting clientele. The third year is maintaining clientele. Fourth year, don't let the money go to your head. Fifth year, repeat.
Right. Well, definitely, like, so I started doing this whole podcasting and YouTube stuff at the beginning of last year. So it's taken me a while to learn it, but I've really been trying to do as much as I can right now. Yeah. And so November and October, we were doing we had a group of people doing podcasts with it was called the Contramigos. You can still watch or view or listen to it on, I think, Spotify or something, but unfortunately that didn't work out too well. So that's a learning thing too. I learned that it's kind of hard to work with a group of people when you guys are all alphas, you know what I mean? Yeah. You guys all have these ideas and shit. It's just not going to fucking work out sometimes.
No, it's not. But everyone wants to be a chief. No one wants to be the soldier.
Yeah. I 100% agree. So, I mean, but that put me in a position where I had to think outside the box and do it for myself, which is a good thing, dude. When you're putting out a trying time, you can only do two things. It'll make you or break you. And if you're going to use your creativity to do something Cool.
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience.
That's the other thing, too.
Patience. And I have no patience. That's the problem. I don't have any patience. But it's funny, people always tell you, like, bro, you draw, you tattoo, you have patience. And it's like, honestly, I'm that person that wants to go get it and I want it today. So, like, I'll go get the money, order it. No, we'll just travel to Orange County real quick and go pick it up. Like, I'd rather not wait. Like, I'd rather just go and get it. Go right to the source. Always go right to the source for me, honestly. So
yeah, I develop patience. When you have 2 daughters, you just got to be patient too. Yeah, it's too much, man.
Yeah.
But so we're at like 24 minutes right now. We're getting ready to cut it down.
Sure,
but since you're a rapper, man, I'm sure everybody wants to hear your flows. So you down to throw a little flow on the mic, dude?
Not right now.
Why not, man?
Not right now, man. Still getting that microphone confidence. That's why. You know what I mean?
You're like B-Rabbit right now.
You know what I mean? Yeah, pretty much. That's a joke. You know what I mean? So I'd rather not. You know. So I have my producer working with me, and he's just trying to make sure that I continuously practice first. You know what I mean? I don't want to come in here and try to spit some bars real quick, and then and I probably could. Honestly, I probably could, but I don't want to do that right now to myself. I'd rather get some music going, get some songs going, get some things going, and then, hey, man, who knows? I could come back on with spit some bars for you.
Right on, dude.
You know
hey, man, we'll bring you back on when you're ready, dude. You know what I mean?
So sure.
I definitely would want to have you back on the show. I'm gonna. Hopefully, this grows and make sure you, for everybody else too, look for us on Instagram.
For sure.
Mark Horns. You can, and then on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe. And like I told you before, some people say the like's broken, so make sure you hit it so you can tell me it's not broken. I need to make sure it works.
The likes are broken.
Hit that shit.
Smack it.
Fucking smash it. You know what I mean? So everybody like, subscribe, and then What's your
Instagram's Esparza Inc. 805. ESPARZAINK 805.
I'll make sure I put those down in the links below so you can just click and then make sure you follow the homie, man.
Yeah,
fucking keep it up,
dude. Bring me on here, man. Honestly, I'm honored, man. Honestly, it's your first. Like, you're actually taking the time to do this for me too. So it's like, I appreciate that. I really do, man. Thank you.
Right on, man. Well, fucking thanks for coming on, dude.
Thank you, man.
You know what I mean? And everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
Stay tuned. Next Wednesday, we'll have another episode. All right, guys? Fucking horns, dude.
Hey.